Welcome to the Child Care Director's Chair, the podcast for bold educators who are ready to lead, grow, and shake things up in early childhood education. Whether you're a teacher eyeing that lead role, a lead stepping into leadership, or a center owner dreaming big, this is your space to grow with purpose and leave your mark. Hosted by heart-centered leadership coach Erica Sacoccio, each episode brings you real talk, actionable tools, and a contagious laugh or two, all designed to help you step into your next level with confidence. So pour your coffee, pop in those earbuds, and take your seat, because your leadership journey starts right now in the Child Care Director's Chair.
Picture this with me for a moment. It's Monday morning in your center, and the families are coming in with strollers, sleepy toddlers, half-finished cups of coffee. And the teachers, they're greeting children, they're adjusting routines, switching gears. But when you look a little closer, you see that one infant is watching intently from the bouncer, studying the room. Or a preschooler walks in with the story that she just has to tell you. A family drops off in a language that you don't speak, but the connection is unmistakable. A teacher is trying her best, but you can see she needs support. This is the heart of early childhood education. Real moments, real humans, real complexity. And all of this requires one thing that doesn't come in a curriculum box. It isn't included in an assessment kit, and it can't be downloaded in a PDF. Today, we're diving into Standard 1, Reflective Practice, and how it connects to all 6 professional development standards that truly define transformative early childhood educators. But stay with me, because at the end of today's episode, you'll have a chance to win a 3-day ticket to the Early Education Empowerment Conference. And here's the twist. You won't be winning a ticket for yourself. You'll win a ticket to send your director, or maybe go together. But yep, I said it. This time you get to send your boss to a leadership conference. Let's get into why today's episode is exactly why this matters. When I talk about becoming a professional educator, we're talking about integrating 6 core standards, not memorizing, integrating. And these standards work like gears in a system. When one turns, the other ones move too. Number 1 is definitely child development. Understanding how children learn, grow, and form identity emotionally, physically, socially, cognitively. 2, understanding each individual child. Seeing each child as a full human being with unique strengths, unique cultures, interests, and developmental paths. 3, family and community context. Building respectful partnerships, understanding family stories, and using community relationships as tools for learning. And 4, observation and assessment. Noticing, listening, documenting, using what we see to guide what we do. And of course, having pedagogical practices, having a toolbox of strategies that are play-based, that are inquiry-based, they are routine-based, that they are culturally responsive and trauma-informed. And 6, curriculum. Designing learning that is meaningful, developmentally appropriate, anti-bias, and engaging. And 7, ethical practices and dispositions. The inner compass of professionalism: humility, curiosity, reflective thinking, compassion, equity, and integrity. Now, here's the truth. These standards don't sit next to each other. They interlock. And a reflective practice is the glue that holds them together. Reflective practice isn't complicated, but it does require intention. And it looks like asking why a child is behaving a certain way before reacting. Or asking yourself, what part of this situation do I control? Challenging your own assumptions. Understanding how cultural background influences your teaching. And seeing families as partners, not problems. Being curious instead of defensive. But let's go deeper. Reflective practice is what lets you take a group of strangers, babies, toddlers, preschoolers, or even second graders, and turning them into a caring community of learners. Without reflection, you're managing a classroom. With reflection, you're transforming one. So let's talk practical, because knowing the standard is good, but applying it is what makes you a professional. So here are 6 strategies you can start today. Number 1, micro reflections. Ask yourself daily, just takes 2 minutes. What went well today? What challenged me? What did I learn about a child today? What one thing will I adjust tomorrow? 2 minutes. Again, that's all it takes. Second strategy I want to give you is the pause before practice rule. Before correcting a child, redirecting behavior, or making a decision, pause. Ask yourself, what is the child communicating? What am I bringing emotionally into this moment? Number 3 is the family lens check. Every month, choose one family that you don't fully understand yet. Learn something new about them. Ask a question. Start a conversation. And 4, observations over assumption. Replace the why is he always doing this with what patterns am I noticing over time? And 5, team reflection meetings. Directors, this one's for you. Schedule 15-minute weekly reflection circles with your staff. Choose a child, choose a moment, choose a strategy, and reflect together. This builds community, morale, and professional growth. And number 6, use curriculum as a living document, not a script. Ask your team, how can this curriculum be better? How can it better reflect our children's cultures, strengths, and interests? When curriculum breathes, children thrive. Here's the part no one says out loud. Early childhood educators are navigating more complexity today than ever before. More languages, more needs, more family dynamics, more social and economic stressors, and reflective practice isn't optional. It's a survival skill, it's a leadership skill, it's a community building skill. So here's what I want you to do next. Choose one reflective strategy and start it this week. Small changes compound into transformative growth. Share this episode with your team or director because reflection is contagious. And step 3, enter our conference giveaway because growth doesn't happen alone. Professionalism requires support, mentorship, and community. So before we wrap up, I do want to talk to you, not as a podcaster, not even as a director, but as someone who deeply cares about the field and the people in it. Because everything we just talked about matters. But it only matters if you do something with it. And I get it. Sometimes you hear information like this and you think, yeah, it sounds great, but where do I even start? So let's make it simple. Start small. Start with you. Maybe this week you choose just one reflective practice strategy to try. Nothing huge, nothing overwhelming. Just something doable. Like asking yourself each day, what went well today and what do I want to do differently tomorrow? That alone can shift your entire relationship with your classroom. Or maybe you'll share the episode with your team or your director. Because real growth in early childhood doesn't happen in isolation, but it does happen in community. It does happen in conversation. And it happens when we're brave enough to reflect together. And honestly, maybe the next step for you is simply asking yourself, what would my classroom look like if I learned a little bit more and I leaned into my reflexive practice a little more intentionally? Or what kind of leader do I want to become in this field? Those questions matter. Your answers matter. And your willingness to take even one tiny action, well, that matters most of all. Which brings me to something I'm really excited about. Because if you're ready to take that next step, not a giant step, just a step, then this next part might be exactly what you've been waiting for. We're giving away a 3-day ticket to the Early Education Empowerment Conference. And listen, this isn't just any conference. This is the kind of experience that changes how you lead, how you teach, and honestly, how you see yourself in this profession. But here's the little twist. You're not entering to win a ticket just for yourself. You're entering to send your director too. Imagine the impact of that. Imagine the message that sends. Imagine what it could mean for your entire center, for your systems, for your culture, for your growth. If your director gets poured into the way that educators pour into children every single day, or hey, maybe you win it and the two of you figure out how to attend together. Stranger things have happened. So if you're sitting here thinking, okay, yeah, I'm ready to take that step, here's all you need to do. Head on over to Instagram, make sure you're following us, and send me a DM with the words holiday winter. That's it. Simple, but powerful, because reflection is important. But action is what moves this field forward. And today, you get to take both. So that's it for today. As always, thank you for tuning in to the Child Care Director's Chair podcast. You know I love you, and thanks for tuning in. Have a great day.
That's a wrap for this episode of the Child Care Director's Chair, where we believe leaders aren't born, they're grown. If something sparked for you today, share it, shout it out, or pass it along to the next bold changemaker in childcare. Don't forget to subscribe, leave a review, and stay connected with Erica Sakosio for more real talk leadership tools and a whole lot of inspiration. Until next time, lead with heart, grow with fire, and always remember, the chair is yours. Now own it.